Can I just say something that might be a little bit unpopular? I don't think a beautiful life has anything to do with how much money you spend on creating one. And before someone thinks I'm about to tell you that you need to throw away all your stuff or even go live in a tiny house with 3 chickens and a compost toilet, girl, no. Trust me, I have 300 pounds of flour in my pantry. I am not the queen of minimalism. But I want to tell you something before we start. This channel has existed before, and actually, it has taken on many different forms. And if I'm being very honest, I didn't always stick with it. In fact, I didn't. Life just got busy. I got overwhelmed, I changed direction, and I did what a lot of us do. I started something, got excited, and then, well, life happened. But I'm not coming back this time with some giant promise that I'm going to post every day. That's not realistic for me. And I'm not going to become someone that I'm not. This time I have a goal, and it's not an expectation, it's just a goal. And that is to show up as authentically as myself. The funny, the sometimes overwhelmed, yes, even the braless and barefoot, because let's just be real. But I want an honest version of me. One that I think many people nowadays are yearning for. Authenticity. But what I'm learning at 46 years old is that there's a huge difference between a life that looks good and a life that feels good. And you know, when I sit and think about it, I think a lot of us are tired. Tired of the fakeness. Tired of the Pinterest pretty kitchens and tired of keeping up. Tired of all of the comparing. And simply tired of opening our phones and seeing everyone else's highlight reels and wondering why our own life doesn't remotely look like that. I've spent a lot of years thinking that success looked a certain way. I've had the career, the paycheck, the new things, the pretty things, even the house that impressed people. And along the way, I realized something. I was spending so much time on looking at what everyone else had that I wasn't appreciating what I had already built. And I built a lot. This channel is all about my life. The old coffee table that someone else might look at and think, oh, that's outdated. But I just simply look at it and think, that belonged to someone I love. The dishes aren't trendy. In fact, they don't even match. The furniture has scratches. The things have stories. Those are all the things that make a home.
Hi, Laverne.
Not a shopping cart. Not a credit card bill. Not debt. Not a perfectly staged room for strangers on the internet. And listen, I've had pretty things. They're highly overrated. I'm not sitting here pretending that I don't love beautiful things, because I do. But I don't want those beautiful things to own me. I don't want to work myself into exhaustion trying to create a life that looks impressive to people who aren't even thinking about me or even pay my bills. Because here's the truth. Most people are too busy worrying about their own lives and their own drama to ever care that your couch is 5 years old. But who decided that we have an expiration date on joy? If something makes you happy and isn't hurting anyone, why are we so determined to judge it?